So what is all this hype over NFTs? I've seen a lot of conversation in regards to photographers and even just regular artists minting their images, putting them up on the internet, and making thousands upon thousands of dollars. I think I just read an article last week, and there was an NFT that sold for something like $6 or $8 million. That's insane. To think that all you're going to get is a JPEG image and a web page to look at it on. Most NFTs don't come with any type of physical items like an actual framed image. They're simply a digital file, and that is all. And depending on the website or the marketplace you bought it from, that's where you access it and look at it. And so I don't quite understand it right now and want to talk about it a little bit. I can foresee, though, in the future that NFTs, which are non-fungible tokens, so essentially they are one-of-a-kind, unique, they will be part of a fine art photographer's offering. You'll have your limited edition, you'll have your open edition, perhaps your artist proof, maybe studio proof, and you'll have an NFT of that picture. And the reason I think that is just how our industry is progressing and how society and culture is progressing. Everything is digital. I mean, eventually I think this is the future. You're not going to have to ask people to come over to your house and look at your fine art that's on your walls any longer. You may not even have to go into a museum any longer to look at an original Mona Lisa. You will just pick up your phone, log into your OpenSea account, and there will be all your original artwork which you purchased from the artist directly. And so it is a rather interesting concept, but to me it's kind of grand to even think about at this point because we're really not there. There's no other way of sharing an NFT right now except for logging into a website and looking at thumbnails of what you have. And that's it. I think for the amount of money that's being spent on NFTs right now, it's really just for the status of owning something that is extremely trendy and gaining a lot of hype. But that's not to say that these NFTs today won't be worth a lot more in 15 years. Think about it as if you're investing in cryptocurrency when it first came out. I mean, you could have got Bitcoin for less than a penny at one point in time, and now it's $46,000 or thereabouts. It changes every minute. A coin, which is wild to think about. So your picture that you took of maybe Scripps Pier and you sold it at an NFT auction for $30,000, which may be, say, 3,000 Ethereum, in 15 years forward, that may be worth $3 million and not $30,000. And so it's interesting to think about and to wonder, should I get involved in it now or not? And how is that industry of NFTs itself and art going to change? One of the things I find missing in the NFT world is a good way on how to share your original artwork, your Mona Lisa, so to speak. And once it becomes a little bit more shareable and people can access it a little bit more, I think you're going to see the value of these things really increase, as well as the popularity. Creating an NFT isn't overcomplicated. It's very simple. You just need to have a cryptocurrency account that you can buy and sell Ethereum on. You need to have somewhere to mint it, and then somewhere, basically a marketplace, to sell it and showcase it for your collector. And so it's a rather simple process. But in the middle of all that, and I don't want to go into a tutorial on how to do your own NFT, but there's a process called minting, and the minting process is basically equivalent to creating, like this right here, this top square, which would be a certificate of authenticity. And it's also equivalent to, say, wax sealing that certificate of authenticity if you lived in the 1800s and were a pirate. But basically it utilizes the same Ethereum network and blockchain as the cryptocurrency itself, and it mints the data. And basically minting the data creates a unique hash, and a hash is a long string of numbers. But anyhow, if there's anything to change that image file, so if I was going to go download that image file, change it the metadata in that image file and then try to remint it, it's going to have a completely different unique hash number that goes onto the blockchain. So nobody could claim that picture as the original picture at all. It would be impossible to do. And so I think that's some of the drive of why people are creating these NFTs, why people are spending a lot of money on them, because it truly is like getting a painting from Picasso himself. So I definitely think NFTs are something worth playing around with right now and learning about and getting slowly involved. I mean, don't dive headfirst into this market, but you might want to, act like you're walking into the shallow end at this point and really just understand the audience, understand the collector, understand how it works and how it integrates with cryptocurrency. Because that's something that in order to sell them, you're going to have to know really well to explain that to your collector and why that has value to them. And that's going to be, I think, the toughest hurdle to get over for this NFT market in general. So those are my thoughts on NFTs and where I kind of see the marketplace currently and where I see it going forward. What are your thoughts? Do you have any NFTs right now? Are you investing as either a collector or as an artist producing the NFTs? I'd be really interested in learning what you've learned. So go ahead and please post in the comments below. And I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to click the subscribe and like button. And that was Thoughts While Drinking Coffee. Please join me again next week.